Now, it looks like YNW Melly is temporarily trying to get out. Have you guys heard about this recent update regarding YNW Melly? Melly's lawyer recently filed for a motion requesting that he gets released temporarily. I want to talk a little bit about that though, so yeah, let's talk about it. Now, YNW Melly, a Florida rapper who got locked up over 3 years ago for allegedly taking out both of his best friends. We've gone over this story so many different times, so I'm sure you're familiar with the ins and outs of it. In the midst of this double homicide YNW Melly is up against, there's been a lot of updates that have came in throughout the years, but especially these last couple months. The most recent update I went through, which was a couple weeks back, was the good news Melly received. And that news was regarding the fact that the death penalty was no longer eligible in this case due to some missteps on the prosecutor's end. The prosecutors in this Melly case ended up making a little blunder, and his attorney capitalized on that error by filing a motion. Long story short, the death penalty ended up getting taken off the table, which is of course a huge W for Melly. That aside, he's still being accused of the double homicide in question. At least now he doesn't have to worry about getting the needle if he's convicted and is found guilty. Now, as far as this recent update though, it came in a couple days ago, and this is what it's about. YNW Melly is currently going through some health issues behind bars. Specifically, what's going on is Melly apparently has a growing dental infection. This infection was caused by a lack of properly cleaning his permanent diamond grill. If you guys don't know, YNW Melly has a permanent set of grills. According to his lawyer, he hasn't been given the proper tools to upkeep and maintain his grills. That's obviously an important part of having permanent grills, right? You gotta make sure you, for lack of better words, clean them shits. You gotta make sure you properly take care of them things, otherwise you run the risk of bacteria growing, and that, like in this case, eventually leads to an infection. XXL got a hold of the court documents, and this is what Melly's lawyer said. Mr. Demons has a full set of diamond dental crowns which require constant upkeep and at bare minimum regular flossing and brushing. Mr. Demons is not allowed dental floss or a regular toothbrush or regular dental visits. As a result, he has an abscess in his lower jaw that is creating extreme pain and chronic infection. Mr. Demons has sought medical care within the jail facility. However, they do not have the ability to properly clean or care for the growing infection. So essentially what's going on is Melly has this dental infection, right? And his lawyer is trying to argue that if he's gonna treat this thing, he needs to get that treatment somewhere else, because the medical treatment they got up in here, Your Honor, not cutting it. Also, like you heard, Melly apparently doesn't have access to a regular toothbrush, which has contributed to the deterioration of his teeth. Regarding that, by the way, I don't know if this is all prisons, but a lot of prisons have this thing called a no-shank fingertip toothbrush. Imagine a toothbrush without a handle. That's what it is, right? And this is due to safety measures because they don't want prisoners potentially using their toothbrushes as weapons. I'm assuming that's what Melly has since he doesn't have a regular toothbrush. If that's the case, which it probably is judging from what his lawyer said, I can see why he caught this infection. I mean, if you got a permanent grill and you're trying to clean it with a thing like this, if you're looking at the screen, as you can see, this thing is little as shit. Just want to clarify that I'm not a dentist by no means, but that sounds like a recipe for disaster if you have this grill, right? What I don't understand is this, right? Why would Melly even have his grill after all this time? I mean, if you know you're going to be behind bars for a while, take it off. So right now, Melly's gonna have to wait and see if this request gets a green light or not. I'm not sure how likely it is it's gonna end up in his favor considering the case he's up against. What's the likelihood that they're gonna sympathize with him this one time and let him get dental care, because that's what he's trying to do. He's not permanently trying to get out, he's trying to temporarily leave prison so he can get treatment. Whether or not that happens, I guess only time will tell. But yeah, YNW Melly, any thoughts on his topic? Like we covered, YNW Melly currently has a dental infection as a result of not properly taking care of his set of permanent diamond grills. He's as of right now temporarily trying to leave prison so he can receive treatment for this. Do you have any thoughts on it? Definitely let me know in the comment section below, and you already know what you gotta do. Like the video. Let's subscribe with this.